Greetings ladies and gentlemen, this is Selfless, and today I will bring you some quick thoughts upon why I stopped playing Agony halfway through the experience, so let's get right on it. Agony is a game which in my mind tries to be somewhere between an experience and an actual game. You are thrown into hell, quite literally speaking, with no memories of what has happened to you, nor why you're there, you just are. And the only real bit of info that you have is a wish to seek out the Red Queen, as they put it, be it Mrs. Devil herself or whomever. So right from the scratch I noticed that 21:9 support is kind of off. The cutscenes are still in 16:9, leaving me with black bars, but the gameplay works just fine in 21:9. We are in 2018 currently. I wish that more developers would take other resolutions and aspect ratios under consideration when developing their games than simply 1080p 16:9. But that's that. Also, what I noticed that the game itself was really dark. Too dark to actually see anything half of the time you're wandering about. Needless to say, cranking up the gamma/brightness to see anything in the game takes its toll on the immersion that the game tries to convey upon you, and it just doesn't work like that. Luckily, this was patched out with a huge 5GB patch where they fixed the lighting and managed to get it even running a bit better. A solid 10 FPS increase on my rig, which was very nice to see. But if that all was fixed, then what's my problem with the game, you might ask? Well, to put it bluntly, it is repetitive and boring for me. The horror element is lost as soon as you see your first enemy, because by that time you come to a realization that the never-ending sound loop in the background will never end. Sure, from time to time there are sections when you need to avoid enemies and that gets pretty tense, but the whole setting nor the enemies are actually something to be afraid or scared of. The true horror element simply isn't there with the game, unfortunately. But what really threw me off of the game was the moment that I realized that once you've seen one room in the game, you've pretty much seen them all. I mean, I agree, it is hell, literally. It is supposed to be all colored in red and stuff, but it gets stale really quickly and there is no real variation to the locations nor the actions which the player must perform. Well, speaking of actions, you generally just walk around, collect notes and avoid enemies. That's pretty much the whole game with some tiny variations. Is it acceptable as an actual hell? Well, hell yeah, but it's also boring as all hell. And what is the purpose of playing the game in the first place? To have fun.